We got too much AAU. All right, this is what's happening. Man. I just had this conversation this weekend. We went to the Lakers facility. Thank you, Jesse Buzz. We took our team there right before our playoffs. Let them see some of that championship lore, right? And all those guys are there. They're looking around. And they see all those trophies. What, they got 17? They're like, damn, dope, maybe 18, I don't know. Y'all fix the number in the comments. And I'm like, dang, dope. All the kids all pumped, fascinated, see the rings and stuff. Then we go out there and ball. And MJ showed up in Crocs, my bad. Another kid, Makai, in Crocs. We got two of our best ballers in Crocs, but they still playing. Bunch of kids there, even some kids that's not on our team. And what was happening is we were talking about what's coming up, AAU. 2 practices, tournaments on weekends. And then Jesse knows me. I'm like, dawg, I ain't doing all that. We're like, yeah, we ain't gonna do all the tournaments. We're gonna do some. I was like, I'm not wearing my kid out. Why? Because I went pro. It don't take all that to go pro in anything. And that's the most beautiful thing, because when you become a pro, forget the NFL, forget the games, forget the money, forget the girls. It's the information shared. Hey, dog, how you get here? What? You played flag? What? You didn't even play when you were little? What? You didn't even play in college? What? You didn't even love it when you were little? Jordan didn't even play basketball till he was like 10. My son, 8. He got trainers in the backyard every day, it feels like. Come on, y'all. Too much, right? So we got to all talk through this. Let's listen to Rich Paul talk about too much damn AAU.
These kids are playing way too much basketball. Way too much basketball. You don't need it. We don't need 15 tournaments. Like, you don't need it. I can tell a guy who has pro potential in 2 minutes. Like, we don't need that.
So watered down.
But there's playing so many games, and it's why a lot of injuries are happening a lot earlier too. You know,
wear and tear on that body.
Because you don't need. If I'm a top player, I'm not playing every tournament that you got on my schedule for what? It's not going to help. Some of these guys are been playing for the last 3 years. They've been the same person for the last 3 years. It's not changing. Work on your development. Not that.
Yep.
Too many games. I don't care what nobody say.
I told that to my son.
That's why I coach my kids. They're not playing on 2 or 3 different teams. We're not taking all these. Like to me, it's a step process to get there. And even if you're lucky enough to be, help having a father that's in it, there's still no guarantee. But I definitely know the process it's going to take. Not playing all these games is not the step.
Yeah.
It's going to be beneficial.
Man, ain't that beautiful, dog? We just saw 2 former players and the agent sitting there just chopping up wood, bringing all this information together. That's why I was talking about that culminating experience of like all these pro athletes from different journeys, different pathways to the top of that mountain. And the craziest thing is when you get up there, you realize you can see all the different roads, all the different ways to get here, right? Not just one way. And so I'm talking about these type of stories because they're guilting you parents into thinking there's only one way. They do it with the private schools. Oh, if they don't go to this school, they're not going to Harvard. They're not going to Columbia. Oh, their chances are going. Oh, go to that little local public school. See what happens to them, right? Now, look, I know there are other dynamics at play, but that ain't the only way there. Ain't not one school in this country is saying that school right there, we're taking all of their admissions. We're taking all of their candidates, all the prospects. Stop. They deny all day, every day, because there's different ways to the top. Same thing's happening in sports. They're telling these parents, oh, your little man can play basketball? Oh, you better sign up for Elite 999, and we got to go to Vegas this weekend, and then we're going to North Dakota, then we're going to New York, then we're going to Iowa. And I'm like, dog, we missing Friday school to go out there for a Saturday tournament. We live in LA. No, we going down the street and playing Pomona. Like, I'm not doing all that. I'm not. And they go, you know what? They gonna want me to do it. 1, because my little man can play some sports. But 2, because I'm coming with him. And I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, hell no. What? 1, you're gonna fatigue your child. If your child doesn't have a childhood, woo, he gonna Peter Pan your ass one day. He gonna Mike Jack you one day. He gonna be mad at you. Oh, he gonna be mad at you. 2, injuries. Y'all have to let these bodies move multi-dimensions. They got to move how you move in soccer, and then how you move in football, and how you move in basketball. Like, they got to move different patterns. If not, the tread on the tires, you're just going to run it off. It's going to be gone. And y'all did it because y'all the one driving them to practice. Y'all the one setting the schedule. Stop acting like it's the kid. All he wants to do is play basketball. Well, then damn it. All he want to do is play video games. You going to let him do that? Also, all he wants to do is eat, what's these Sour Patches? Little kids love Sour Patches. That's all you going to let them do? So stop acting like that. You getting guilted by the top NBA players. Oh, he played at AAU. Oh, Paul George got an AAU team. So if my son plays on Paul George AAU team, maybe he going to go to the NBA like Paul George. What? Like Rich Paul said, I'm not lying to y'all. I want to go 8, but 99% of the guys who go pro, you're going to see that they could go pro when they little. You can tell. You can't out-train DNA unless DNA don't work. And there's only 450 NBA players. Let's just say globally, some of that 450 DNA is working. Look at Africa right now. Look at Europe right now. They starting to work, right? Y'all see it. Australia. The 450. And if they got DNA in if your son's 6'8", 230, some Luka out there, 250, and he working, don't do little Johnny like that. Don't waste his childhood. Let him just have fun. He ain't. Man, look, these are the harsh realities. But y'all want to wait till it slaps you in the face instead of being prepared for it. Let the kid live. If he a pro player, it flashes. Like, it doesn't mean he pro ready now. He ain't even got to be the best player on his team. You just look at him. This is a funny dynamic. I see some itty bitties, some real little kids, and they are killers. You know why you a killer? Typically the little kids are killers, like chihuahuas, right? Why are they like that? Because they already know this is the only way I can play. This is the only way I can go. I can't deal with that damn Goliath. And Goliath out there being a gentle giant. And Goliath is out there just being nice, right? He just like, ooh. And that's the curse of the gifted. All this stuff makes sense logically. The big kids is all gentle. And now you're like, come on, man, use your size and all that. He like, nah, I'm trying to have some friends. I would destroy these kids. And the little one barking up all the trees. And then puberty hits. Dun, 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 dun. And little man still barking. But then all of a sudden he got, and then that big boy go, whoa. That 16-year-old boy that like girls now with that deep voice go, arr, and then that little girl, it's a wrap. There go that DNA. It's starting to work. See what I'm saying? So look, I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do with y'all kids. I'm just telling you don't get guilted into doing it. Right? Have a clear mind and understanding of the road. You can get there without killing your kid. What's the use of killing him? When he get there, he dead. Oh man, I hear some of these AAU circuits. Kids, there are kids that are cupping and icing in the car ride home. Like, what the? You 14? You got pins in you? What are you doing? You icing? What? I get it. Be preventative. Prehab is a thing. But y'all get the point.